Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Washington football team.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Washington football team. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
There's a toughness about Jared Goff that maybe he doesn't get enough credit for. His freshman year at Cal, team went 1-11. His rookie year with the Rams, he was 0-7 as a starter, undaunted in either case, and has come back each and every time to flash the ability that made him the #1 overall pick in the draft when he came out of Cal.
Now a first down throw. Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Chase Young, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Goff, he'll get this off to Jamal Williams. He'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Goff. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led by their veteran quarterback. He's been in the league for a while, since 2005, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He's one of those guys that's been around the block a few times in the NFL. And at this stage in his career, what he lacks in big playability, he more than makes up for it in veteran leadership, a real knowledge of the game, and being a terrific locker room presence.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And he works it. Past the 30, almost to the 25.
He was brought down at the 26.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Open man is Samuel, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington.
Washington 3, Lions nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the ground, this is Williams. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Almost a 14.
And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Lions will take over.
30-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Goff. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Gone. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Montez Sweat able to get him for a loss of about 3. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
At their own 7.
And it's player spotlight time, and we shine that spotlight on Ryan Fitzpatrick. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick, and he finds McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. First throw now for the backup Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route: letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
First down.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. A final shot before half for Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. We saw a strong first half for the third-year quarterback. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Offense is seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's Samuel, caught left side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Complete to
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick going right side here, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st down, Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because You have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. 25-yard. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's got this one complete to Perriman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
To Rashad Perriman. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Williams fighting through. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. Got a man, that's Allison. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Montez Sweat, his second sack of the night.
Brings up 2nd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Goff now to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that way, hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And a double team, and it's intercepted. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And it's player spotlight time. And we we shine that spotlight on Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On first down, Gibson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier. He was brought down by Trey Flowers. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. He finds Humphreys. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That one caught by Gibson. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick. Flushed out, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ryan Fitzpatrick taking it in. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw again on second down. Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it third down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Goff on first down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing again on second down. Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.